Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Minecraft 3-inch line Stray, and this is part of Series 4. So this is looking pretty sweet. On the back here you can see a bunch of the figures in the rest of the wave. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and take a closer look. So here we have the Stray out of the packaging, and this thing, it's not perfect, I'm going to be honest. Let's do a quick size comparison first up. So he stands just over 3 inches tall, and that's just about where all the good things stop. I mean, he looks fantastic in terms of all of this stuff that's on him. You got the necklace that he's wearing right there, and this stuff is basically glued onto the arms and to the legs and onto the head. If you pull the head off, you can take this centerpiece off here, so you can reveal the rib cage. That's cool. So the individual pieces, they all look really good, but when they come together, articulation really does suffer. The bow obviously means that when you're holding it, can only go that far down. You can't put his arm all the way down. Otherwise, obviously, the arms would rotate all the way around, and the legs do move forward and back, but just not as far as they normally would because they're stopped by this centerpiece right here. So articulation is a bit limited just due to its own design. It feels just a little bit clunky. This waist piece just looks like it's too big forward and back there. It kind of bulges this section out a bit. And then obviously on the head here at the top, as you can see, it's just not kind of either molded or cut perfectly well. It's all kind of droopy and misshapen, and the edge is just a really terrible cut there. It's actually a little bit sharp, and that end piece there, the corner, is very sharp. So overall, the design and the colors and everything, it looks really good, and each individual piece works really well. Then you put everything together, and obviously because you got that thing on, the head's not sitting on all the way, and you're not going to get as much articulation, but I guess it's all part and parcel of the design. So realistically for this guy, he's just going to be pretty much just standing there, and there's not really much else that you can do with him. But he just, I think the top of that there, and I don't know, I'm really happy with how it looks, but at the same time, I'm really not. It's one of those for me. He's really top heavy because of all the stuff on him as well, so I think it's just the design really that holds it back, that just ultimately it was always doomed for, it was always going to be a harder figure for them to make in the style that they make these figures. So I understand that they did the best that they could, because otherwise we would have just got this all painted on, which would have looked terrible. So it does look fantastic. Maybe some others will work a little bit better than mine, especially with that top section up there being molded properly. But overall, it's not one of the most amazing mobs out there, and it's not one of the most amazing figures in the line either. So I think it's going to be a definite pass if you don't really care too much about the mob. But this is one of the saving graces. It does come with a translucent water block, which looks fantastic. And, well, if you want a water block, get this figure. If you want a bow, get this figure. But if you want this figure, just bear in mind, this headpiece up here is just horribly misshapen all the way across and miscut, and overall execution just isn't going to feel as good quality as the rest of the figures that you may have. But if you really do want this, then I see no reason for you to pass on it. If you want it, go for it. So that's what I think anyway. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But I definitely do think it's probably the worst figure that has come from this line. So thanks for watching, guys, anyway. If you want to see more from me, there are some videos on the screen right now, and there's some links in the description for my social media. And for more Minecraft, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.